Alright, so this is my first medieval video, and here I'm just pausing it because I was setting up the camera. Alright, hold on, should start soon. Okay, alright, here we go. So basically I was Poland, and my opponent, Almaro, I think his name is, was Denmark, and I have Knights Hospitallers. I have about 4 of them. And then I have 2 Polish Knights, and then General Bodyguard. You can see them right over there. And then I just have a crap load of Polish Knights, and that's it. And then I have 3 Lithuanian Archers. Okay, so let's look at my opponent. My opponent has a lot of Denmark names I can't pronounce. Obadasher. Can't pronounce that. Then he has Norman Axemen and Dismounted Chivalric Knights. He doesn't have any cavalry. Wonder why. Wait, does he? He has a General's Bodyguard unit. And then he has some crossbow militia, and that's it. So what I did was I took 2 Polish Knights unit, and I took 2 Polish Knights unit, and I took 2, this is the Polish Knight unit, and I took 2 Hospitallers, and I put them on the wing in wedge formation. So basically I wanted to lure him out. And I wanted to, this guy's scared shitless, that's why he's squirming so much. Look. Right, because he's going to be leading the charge. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get his attention away from the middle, and look, you can see him right there. You can see his troops moving out, and I wanted him to pay attention to the wings so I could find a hole in the middle of his lines and exploit it. I think it was Alexander the Great who once did this, and I think that's where I got the idea from. Okay, so I didn't charge yet. Oh, there's my charge. And okay, so then I stopped midway. He didn't follow me on that time, but he did move them over a bit. Now on my other side didn't do much. He just followed me out and made a line. He extended his lines. Right, so then I kept my Knights Hospitality there for a second. Look, these guys are about to get ass raped by arrows. Look at that. Beautiful. Go. Come on. There we go. Alright, yeah, beautiful. Okay, so, come on, let's get this for a couple more seconds. Look at the carnage. Alright, so, what happened here was, I took my hospitality units back, and he went towards the middle of my lines, and then what happened was, I charged forward, and then I quickly shifted it when he was charging his axemen down the middle. I got them in the side. Here, what I did was, I charged in the middle. I'm not really sure why I did this, because his axemen could take my Hospitaller in their numbers, and my Polish Knights in their numbers, but whatever. So here is where I just bypassed all of his axemen, and I went right into his Chivalric Knights, I think. Or axemen, yeah, those are axemen. And I went right into the side of them, and that's where the fighting starts out. That's where the main fighting can take place. And over, okay, so then he's marching up his crossbow. Here's where like the normal battle is going to take place. There's just fighting, and that's it. It's pretty minor. So I marched. I didn't know those were crossbow militias, so I marched up my like a lot of Polish Knight units, dismounted, and then I took my cavalry, bypassed his units, and I routed his crossbow. And then I took those Polish Knights and those Hospitaller Polish Knights and dismounted Polish Knights, and moved them over there. What you can see is that's where the real battle is taking place. So right there, that's where my Hospitaller and Polish Knights met with him, and I marched up some Polish Knights to take him over there. You can see them, and then I marched up my cavalry to take him over there. So let's see what's going on here. So basically, that's the main battle. So there's two sections of the battle, and I didn't split up his two different forces. They're still connected by the middle. So I decided to charge my. So you can see the hole right there between the two of them. That's the hole right there. So I decided when I was marching up my cavalry, as you can see, instead of going to the side, I put one of my cavalry on the side, and I charged my hospitality units right down the middle. There you can see them. You can see them. So I let my hospitality units go forward, and then I took my general's bodyguard and charged it right down the middle. So I would break up both of his sections of troops, and then I could divide and conquer. So I charged down the middle. Well, you're gonna have to wait. So he brought up his Norman axemen to defend, but it's not gonna do any good because I was charging, and I took out some of his Norman axemen, and then I brought my hospitality units that were on the side and attacked his crossbow militia, and those are going to stop attacking the crossbow militia, and they're going to come slamming into the back of the Norman axemen that he just moved. So they're going to be effectively surrounded. So this is basically, they're going to run out. So this is basically what I wanted the battle to turn out like. I wanted to surround him and just completely rout his units just by fear alone. So I beat them on the right flank over here. So I took that, and I took all my troops on the right flank, those two Polish Knights unit and those two dismounted Polish Knights, and I crashed them right into his right flank. Well, his left flank, my right flank. So charge them in, and those were their sides, so they're not really defended over there, and they can rout pretty quickly like that. So there's only about 2 minutes left. There's only about a minute left in that. 2 minutes left in this battle. So basically, the fight just continues like this, and I work my way around, and I'm effectively surrounding him. And then there's the battle taking place. In case you didn't know, those are his guys. The guys getting massacred. Yeah. So there you go. There's my line, and so there's the crash. And that's where his general died, in my crash when I charged him, and in a few seconds my general is about to die. Alright, so let's wait a second. So you can see they're surrounded pretty much, and I thought I was going to get surrounded a bit over there, but I ended up not. Those 3 units right there. There's my general, and what's really ironic is that as soon as I lost my general, all of his units started to rout. So it's kind of ironic and twisted. So I just kept charging, and he only had like 3 units left that weren't routing, and charged, and then he made one last futile attempt to stop me, and by this time he knew it was over, and it should end in about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so there you go. And that's the end of the battle. Alright, let's wait for it. Okay, so basically, I killed 1,800 of his men. I started off with 300 less men than him, killed 1,800 of his men, captured over 300, about 400, and he killed 800 of my men. Alright, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it.